Yeah, man, they already know what's up with your boy Cody, man. We out
Shoot,
here.
shoot. We back. Digital Life. We back. It's a second episode since the Gregorian
Since
calendar
last
started.
year. Yeah.
And it's also your first time, man, being
Yeah.
on the cam.
First appearance of the year, baby. What's
Yeah.
up? You know, we out here, bro. It's like it's it's just like a whole lot of things, a whole lot of changes.
Sure.
A lot of things are happening, man. It's like
Changes all the time.
changes all the time, bro.
Every
And
moment.
just gotta adapt. I feel like
Yeah.
just gotta adapt and also like prepare ourselves
Sure.
for the next phase.
Sure.
Whatever their phase is, but mentally we just like gotta like prepare ourselves.
Yeah. I like the shades though.
Yeah, it's true.
They're so unique.
Shout out to Priest 95. He hooked me up, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he hooked you up.
He hooked
Do
me
you
up.
know what are they what's the moral of them? Okay, or what is punishment? Where basically those kind of shades.
Obviously the design I think it is inspired by those. It's first like safety goggles. It's either for like for like whether bicycle or what do you go then like the grinder or maybe
welding.
but actually like safety goggles.
Sure,
Like, the design
sure.
comes from the safety goggles, but
Yeah.
like this is swag, bro. Yeah,
Swag, I see. It's a different frame. I
Yeah.
gotta tell the safety. It's see through. It's transparent.
See-throughs, all
Yeah.
that, but yeah, shout out, man.
You sure. I don't know what to say, man.
Hey, man. Yo, bro, like this is not just a stone, bro.
Yeah.
For
It's a crystal stone.
crystal stone.
Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah.
I knew like you'd ask about this thing. It's another one. Here's another one.
Yeah.
It's a crystal stone.
So how do you? Because like for me it was like, oh, it's a crystal stone.
Yeah.
And I knew it was like either like it's spiritually.
Sure.
But then I didn't really understand. But then when you were talking to the other guy before we started shooting, like he said like you guys said like during moon when you
it also elevates like the energies like of the surrounding environment. Because like whenever you have it, it also improves your energy somehow. Like it has an energy always. The energy never ends. It's an endless energy. Like they hold a very powerful energy, good energy from the earth and from the sun as well. Like, and it's natural. It's a natural stone, even if it's glowing. Even if it's glowing, like the way it is, like so good glow, or to be
smooth, shiny.
shiny.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Cause I had
Yeah. And anyway, like previously on the esoteric wisdom episode, the previous one actually, before this one, because this one is also esoteric wisdom.
Sure, the previous.
I was blessed with this one from Silo Jehuti. Shout out to Silo Jehuti.
Yeah.
I was blessed like with this one. They call it an agate crystal. But that one I'm not sure about the name yet. But then I also think it's an agate. But then now, since I've been doing more research, it's not an agate. But then it's confusing. It's kind of like falling into two sides of different names of crystals. But then, in order for me to get the name, to grasp the name, the real name of it, I gotta consult or have someone who specializes with the stones, to know what kind, what's the name of this one.
Nah, that's fire. So, you said like the moon. How does it connect with the moon?
Oh, the moon, like the moon, it's energy from the moon and the sun. It's not really connected to only the moon. It's the moon and the sun and the earth as well. Cause like they contain the energy, the energies that comes from the moon and the sun. I get like the sun is like a generator of energy, and then the moon is a got like like the words the moon is the generator, and then the sun is the generator of the energy, and then the moon is the man, English man, the way.
So I know, like then in African or mother tongue,
also like I don't think we have a word for that, but then like
what did
I fish energy so moon go away.
Why absorb?
Nah, not like we absorb. Let the word man, like this word. Like word, that word, but then I can't grasp like
the moon. What does the moon do?
It's man. The way I'm thinking, it's kind of like
it was like it's just right here.
I don't know how to explain this moment, like, but then. Okay, let's share energy, ne?
Yeah.
Which is the moon. Udra energy, the energy that comes to Earth. It's not really powerful like directly from the moon. From the sun. Go like it's go like the moon. Sort of is like the one that
filter
sure a filter
power.
Sure, so that you can get the right power. Like the right energy from the sun. What's what? I can like I can make it like an irony example about what I don't know. Let's say I don't know. Let me think of something.
Something. SM is when something is like too much.
Sure.
And then by purifier, by forguta like
the powerful
literally like
something like something like a fire when you're cooking like with wood fire like the poto too much so it's kind of like that. So with the sun and the moon, it's kind of like the same like that. The energy that we're getting, like the energies that we're getting, it's because of the moon and the sun.
And then this stone, it helps to.
It carries like the energies like the energies that are always like in a high frequency. Many crystals are used for healing as well. You can heal yourself with specific crystals. Others they help you like to pump up your mood. Like others they help you to connect to the source. Like, do I understand? Yeah. It's like that. Like it's deep, but not deep. It's deep but not deep. The crystals help a lot.
Nah, that's fire though.
At some point, like me, when I'm wearing this one, I also feel like the power of it. So sort of like something like it's pumping up my heart. Or like there's sort of like a heat nyana, like energy. I can feel it some days, sometimes, with some moments.
Nah, that's dope. It's like what's been in my mind lately is sort of like I've been sort of this like the purposes of like is like us being here.
Yeah.
It's crazy because now I'm starting to see it like I'm starting to see the world from like an outside perspective.
Sure.
You know.
Can you explain like the perspective that you perceive life?
It's just it's like you're really trying to really as like not as like but like human beings, us people. You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes it's like this. I look at it from the outside, and I see us as like they saying God is the creator.
Sure.
And it's like, actually, he's like, okay, I have this vision, I have this idea.
Yeah.
And I'm going to create human beings to really help me create my idea, my vision.
Sure.
And then we as like human being creating and making the world a better place, I feel like we actually really, like us trying to make the world a better place is us really trying to make the final product of like the creator has in mind.
Yeah.
Sure. I feel like we're just here to do that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I think like that most of the times when people make certain things like,
I mean, are those tears of joy or like it's like an eye?
It's like I got eye problems,
Yeah.
So it's like when people make whatever we go through in life,
sure,
it's like, I mean, I just see it as like it's part of it's part of the package. It's no longer a big deal of something I gotta, So there's people. I've been looking at what makes me think like that is those people who like, I feel like even like the things that they say or their attitude is like everything like it revolves around this like earth, and then this is life, zone 10 or wherever I am, and that's the end of it.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like me, I'm like, bro, I don't. That's not the end of it. Me, I just feel like as human beings in this earth, we just like pawns. You know what I mean? We just you might live your life the way you want to live it. Sure. You might be creative the way you want to be creative. Yeah. But you playing a role, taking part into like really creating something, bringing something into existence, you actually really helping the main idea, which is to create this. You know what I mean? And I feel like as people, as more we live, we busy creating that. Sure. I don't know what's
it's kind of like a pimple sexual.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it gets to a point where like I feel like I don't care anymore about like like anything that has to do with like all the like the thing, anything that exists in this planet. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting to a point where it's just like, man, I'm just here to really do this and then move to another, life, or what if it's still, if we still continue, you know what I mean? There's like, I feel like, continue. It's like, now it's just like, it's still a journey, bro. Now it's just that we're in Earth, or we're on Earth, we exist on Earth right now. Yeah. I feel like when your time is done here, you exist in another, you go on and exist in another, you're still on that purpose, maybe sometimes. It's either maybe, this how I think.
I like the fact that maybe like you got to have that perception. I mean, the point, it's a point of view. It's a point of view. I can put it because like I feel like as we are here, everyone, each and every one of us, those who have souls, we have a purpose. We're here to serve a purpose. So basically, it's another tricky thing. A purpose, your purpose. Find your purpose. Many people, I believe, they might not find their purpose. But it's not like it should be like that. Because a purpose it's a very simple thing, an easy thing. The way I understand it, and according to the knowledge that has come to my attention, purpose, by just being here on Earth, you are serving a purpose. So you gotta be happy. You gotta be like vibrating at the higher frequency all the time, being consciously aware of everything, like being conscious. Because like frequency, I mean, vibrating at the highest level of frequency and consciousness, I believe it's one thing. They all go hand in hand. Because like for now, let's say now you are aware that you are drinking water, and then as you drink water, you're able you are focusing on the ground,
the water
and the water flowing until it goes in your stomach. You are consciously aware about that. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like the same thing with frequencies and vibrating at the highest frequencies. Because like when you vibrate at the highest frequencies, you are consciously aware of everything like that surrounds you. You can hear things go like. If somebody says something, you grasp that thing with your ears and also process it and see how it impacts like the situation everything. So like I can make an example, okay, let me think of an example actually that I had. Yeah, an example that I can make is the one that I had like recently. I always say like when you are a kid, you're always connected to the source when you are a kid. So nowadays, since we are facing power outages in South Africa, load shedding. I get we gave the name now. Since we're facing that, there was this other day like there was a power outage, load shedding, and then immediately before, actually seconds before. Power was restored or it came back. I had a young boy talking about electricity. The power is back, and it wasn't back at that time. But then immediately after it, I heard a sound of like the appliances like microwaves and the fridges starting to run like immediately.
And I was like,
then I was like,
time.
Yeah, same time. Immediately after he said that, electricity was restored same time. Like fridge, something like that. And then in my mind, cause like I'm consciously aware, I listened to that boy, and then after that, okay, electricity came back after he said that thing. He was speaking to his friend, the young boy. So immediately after that, I had this thought, Kana as a young kid or a young kid, they are connected to the source. Like they are always connected to the source. They are consciously aware. Children are more sensitive than us right now. But then even us, we can be like that if we're like we are consciously aware. So I thought, this boy is because he's still young. He's very connected to like energies, because it's all energies.
The frequencies.
It's energies. It's energies. He picked up the frequency before it came back like immediately, like I don't know, 2 seconds or 1 second.
And then
we're like.
Yeah, and it's like I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
But there are many examples like that.
There's also something you mentioned. You touched on, but it's just like and I'm trying to think.
Like another example can be the frequency of telepath. Like maybe I'm not like a moment you are at your home there. Then suddenly you have a thought, or MK21, let me call MK21. Then you receive my call immediately after that thought. It's another thing. It's not like it's a frequency. If you can tap into that frequency, I think we can be able to talk like telepathically, like when all that. Fair. Maybe let's say you are in Limpopo, Gauteng, we can be able to communicate. If we are able to dig deeper into the energy. I mean the frequencies.
Then we just have to call each other just to confirm or to sell the deal then.
But then if we master the thing, we don't even need to call each other.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's telepathy the way it is.
Yeah.
You don't even need to confirm. You already know. Oh yeah, it is what it is.
So it's like back to like purpose.
Yeah.
Back to purpose.
Sure.
I feel like now these days maybe some people sort of like kind of like attach it to job wise or career wise or occupation wise. You know what I mean? Because now people when they start thinking about their purpose, they don't know like, I just wanna be a musician. I don't know, like and I don't think you can serve your purpose through music. That happens, but I feel like people now when they say like, yo, what's your purpose? I feel like, well, what do you want to be? And like sometimes it doesn't really have to. You can make music, and then be good at it. People like it, but also serve your purpose aside. Maybe what I mean.
Sure. Many people are challenged by this thing of purpose.
Yeah.
As you say, or like it doesn't have to be like working or getting money or this and that. Like a purpose, it's something that makes you happy, something that you feel like when doing it, or like when you feel happy, like everything for you, like it's joy. That's a purpose. So there are many things that a person can do. Many people are talented with art-wise, mathematic-wise, like creativity. As long as whatever that you're doing, it makes you happy. It's a purpose. So do it. Continue doing it, being happy, and stop doing what makes you stress. What brings your frequencies down? Because like frequencies, frequencies are never fixed. Like our frequencies are never fixed. You can never be at a certain frequency.
Like happy for
why? Because every day you receive many negative thoughts,
challenges. You think different.
Sure. But like a human being, the way even the researchers, the scientists also say that, or like in a day, I forgot the percentages exactly, but then about 80% are negative thoughts. Yeah.
Imagine. 80%.
Every day.
Imagine.
Every day.
Damn. Imagine if you're not even positive at all.
Yeah, we see, and a frequency is like when you are vibrating higher, you get the same things that are vibrating at the same level of frequency that you are vibrating at. And then when your vibration drains or goes down, and then you stay in that frequency like for like for a while you're gonna get like the same things that vibrate at that certain frequency. If maybe it's negative thoughts, like really negative thoughts, or let me not say negative actually, sad emotions. If you are vibrating, like you're on that sad emotion vibration all the time, always thinking about the same thing that makes you sad, you're gonna attract same things that are vibrating
and everything.
At the same level of frequency.
And then also karma, dog. What do you like? Karma. How do you understand karma? Cause
I with karma, I wanted to get your opinion first.
With karma, with me, I still haven't really. I don't really have like a personal opinion when coming to like karma. But and I've also got to a realization that like people understand it differently. There's some people saying, there's good karma, there's bad karma. Actually, karma is just like a manifestation or maybe like a law of attraction.
Sure.
It's just like sort of like the energy that you put out. It sort of like comes back. You know what I mean? So if you put in out good energy, the karma is gonna be like good. You know, if you put it out,
you know, the thing is, the society is confusing karma. I know they say there's bad karma and good karma, but then I disagree. Karma is always like bad. Yeah. It's always bad. There's no good karma. If you want it, I'd rather say there's a law of attraction, like which you get what you wish for. You get what you think. Good, like, but then with karma, it's that thing. You know, with karma, it's like, for an example, I get it. Okay, with the society, they say karma is when like a person, I don't know, Motu, is violating people, and then that thing will come back to you. Okay,
that's how
that's how the society defines karma, right? Okay, yeah, they are a little there to the definition of it, according to the way I understand, and according to the knowledge that has come to my attention. So, karma, it's something. Like karma, it's something that you do as a person, and then you keep on thinking about it. So that thing, you hold a bag, you hold a like. Sorry.
Is it like a bad thing though?
Yeah, karma is a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bad thing for you. Oh, okay. For your mind, for your destiny, for your life. Because like, you know, I can speak a lot about karma, but then let me go step by step. Because it also delves into the religions, because but then people are not realizing. But we'll get there. We
still gotta like unpack this karma thing.
Yeah. So the way I understand karma, karma is bad for you. Like karma, it's something that you cannot get hold of or get. I don't know. You are walking by the streets and then you pass on. You pass an elder person. Then you just look into each other's eye. Then no one greets each other. You just pass by. Laugh it down. Somehow, if you move to like a real person, it's gonna touch you. Like, you're gonna feel bad about that thing. I got man or mdala or mkhekulu or like what's that elder person. But then if you keep on having that thing in your mind, that's karma. It's it got like karma. It manifests like the way they explain it, according to also to the knowledge that has come to my attention. It also affects your reincarnation process, because each and every person reincarnates. But then I know a lot of people might disagree on this one, especially those who are in their religions. So karma, like how the you feel bad about it, and then you do more things that you also feel bad about them. They're always in your mind. You're not letting them go. It's fine. So that's karma.
That's karma. Like it builds up.
Sure, it builds up. It's something that you cannot let go of. So even if we later say something is wrong and something is right. You have to know something is right and something is wrong. You personally, not according to.
I feel like you have to feel it.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. Nah, this is wrong. So it shouldn't be the perspective or the idea of the society that says, this is wrong. I know. Hey, many people might bash me on this one because there are a lot of people who are doing bad things. I know. I know. But then I believe those who are doing those bad things are just people without souls. A normal person can't do bad things. A normal person can't murder another person. A normal person cannot rape another person. A normal human being. You know the way I understand it. According to my opinion, by the way.
Thing is, it goes back to the way we are set up and the way I gotta cover like people, human beings. There's people who are controlling the way they think. The people what to eat, what to.
Sure.
So all those matters, all those come is the consequences of trying to control. as a human being, you can never try to control another human being.
Sure, that's it.
You know what I mean?
You can only control yourself.
Yeah,
you are the master of your destiny. So it comes back. I go back to the word of God. The word God. I get the word of God. You got about religion. I get about killing I focus specifically on the word.
God is like a
God, G-O-D.
You know, a title which they give like the creator.
Yeah, you know, God is you.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah.
I am God as well. You are part of like God. Or like you are a particle of a God. God is energy. God is not a person. According to the way I understand.
It's not a human being.
It's not a human being. Sure. It's energy. An energy that never ends. Energy is always like circulating. It changes form. God, like, that's God. You are also energy by yourself. So, you know, people always look for God outside. Okay. Outside they can be you, another you. The source. The source, your source. Because like as we are here, and according to other people, they always say like we are projected in this 3D world or reality that we live in. It's sort of like a projection. There's a source, and then we are the projected result in that. Yeah. So we are like that. When you say God, you mean that thing, source, your source. That's your entity. And that source, it's still energy. It's you. It's
and just I feel like even the energy on us, like you have the power to control it. That's why you say that you are the God.
Sure.
Yeah, you just need to like tap into
it. Yeah, reconnecting to it. If you haven't reconnected, connect to it, to the source. And everything will be blissful. Source.
He's like,
don't look for God outside of you. Look for God inside of you. When you look for God inside of you, you will connect to the source. The source is like it's kind of like deep, but then it's not deep. It's just basic. It's a simple thing. Not like society has been manipulated mentally to perceive God as an outside entity. And then they come with the so-called Jesus and stuff. They say it's a person. You know, I'm not really against what they do. They do in manner. I'm against it because a lot of that shit. Let me not say shit, but a lot of that shit.
If it's garbage, it's garbage.
It's garbage. A lot of that garbage. It's plagiarism from the Kemites, those who the Africans, the ancestors, those who first centralized or Obloma actually to stay on Earth on Earth. Sure, they were from here in Africa. It's a proven thing. That one, if you want to argue with it, do research everywhere. It's a proven thing. So I won't argue much with that. The Kemites or the Kemet people, Kemet people, those who resided in Africa. Then after that, they went to civilize other parts of this
world, the earth.
They had this one knowledge, you know what, like as there were other entities going there and there. Some of them they took the knowledge, they plagiarized it, and then changed the names and the symbols into their symbols. But then if you can compare, make comparison, you can see or like there's no much difference on this on these things. It's plagiarism. Just like I can make an example with the Ankh symbol. That symbol, you got the Ankh. That's the original. But then apparently others they came and did the cross because they know there's something deep about that cross.
Yeah.
It's not just the cross in Gigi. Nah. There's deeper meaning, and also the purpose, like he said, when something is a cross like that, it serves a much bigger thing than we can think of right now. Like, so in a word, like they messed up one thing, with Kemites. They have we can say it's methodologies, but then I'll say it's not a methodology or myth. It's what they were living. But then if you can check Bona, they named specific energies that run. Like they studied energies and stuff. And then from there they gave the energies names. Names.
Yeah.
And then those names, when they pray or they bow down or they bakuna amadolo, body rappel or body worship the energy. They are not worshipping to people or people with eagle faces, but then human bodies. It's just the interpretation of the characteristics of that specific energy. So, and then problem is Christianity. Those who created Christianity, they came and they plagiarized, and then after it they went to create their so-called religions. And then they became sort of like cults. And then from there they grew to religions. But then problem is they are saying those plagiarism, and then those words that or principles that they plagiarized from the Kemites, they gave them the names and whatever. But portray like with human faces and whatever, virtuality statues, and then people now worshipping to the so-called Jesus. But hey, Jesus died for like Bible says like a person now. It's a person.
Even like it's crazy because even the way you grow up as a kid, as like maybe I would say like a Christian, because they're what they call them. People who go to church, So it's like. It's so hard to really believe the concept of heaven and hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And also it's like they paint it as like you see it like me, that's what I've been trying to like understand as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like I know, bro, like damn, when somebody they are gone, we bury them, bro.
Sure.
We dig and bury them,
Yeah.
So when they say you been in hell, I didn't understand this like souls and everything, whatever. But it didn't make sense. Like how, bro?
Even a Christian, right? We can go to the street and ask a Christian, what's heaven and hell?
You know what I mean?
Explain to us.
What is that, bro?
What is that and how does it work?
And but how do you get there? Yeah. Like where does this thing exist?
Yeah.
Ed,
heaven and hell, they might be there. Yeah, they might be there.
Yeah.
The creator, the source, the energy I create. It's just the matter of your consciousness to change your mentality. Then you'll go back to the so-called heavens if you are in hell. It's not like those who are in hell, they burn there and it's chai for them.
And also, I feel like hell is not really an actual place or an actual dimension or whatever. Where it's just like in you, where you feel like,
it's internal.
Yeah, like your soul is like when when you don't have peace.
Sure,
I would say that's hell.
That's hell. Yeah, that's it. And you can be able to change your mind and go to hell, to the heavens. There's nothing stopping a person from going, from hell to heaven. Nah, it's just the mentality of a person. Change your mentality, and then you go to the heavens, the so-called heavens. I don't know what the heaven is like, but then when a person is died, they go through processes. And then in Kemet language, they go through the process of energy principle called Ma'at. Ma'at is it's like it's a Aquarius. Aquarius. It's all balance and order. Balance and order.
Yeah.
So before reincarnation, a soul goes through that process of Ma'at, and then they get the judgment. They get like judgment, but then it's not like there's a person judging or.
What if all the judgments is like based on your last experience in life on Earth?
Yeah, it's not basically on your last experience. It's all your life. So now it comes back to the term karma. So if you have not been letting go of things, when you go through the processes, our entire writing still, you haven't our demise are writing still. Go like one time. So you're gonna reincarnate back to the same place to correct your things. Okay. Even people who kill themselves or suicide. Yeah, when they go through the process, it's the same thing. They're gonna come back to Earth and then recorrect the same thing. If they keep on doing the same thing, they're gonna reincarnate back to Earth. Or over and over again,
until maybe like they decide or whether
to change that mentality to let go. Because when you come back in another form, but then it's same purpose, it's same
you still
vision, but like it's same you, Mara, in another form.
So so what if you served your purpose in one lifetime?
In one lifetime, because like every life it has a purpose. You know, they say, and I also believe it. They say before you reincarnate, you sign contracts. Before you reincarnate, you sign contracts of how you're gonna live your life, or what kind of people you're gonna meet to help you, like do your purpose, where you are going to reincarnate. Good, like you sign those contracts. So even now, as we are in this earth, as we're meeting people like you, me meeting you, it's I signed that before I reincarnated.
And
it's
like
those who are going to help me, like serve my purpose and
that's the because like I was thinking, like I think it was yesterday. I was like, yo, bro, I don't regret nothing.
Sure.
Even the people that came in my life that hurt me, that did me wrong.
Sure.
I don't regret none of that, because like I feel like that is written somewhere, or these people as soon as I was wrong and more, so that also or maybe
you signed that before you reincarnated. In contract.
That's why I feel like, yo, I don't regret anything that has happened in my life. And each and every part that I took, I'm kind of like grateful, and I'm not ashamed. Sure. Even though sometimes it might have looked like, to the society or to the way things are done on this earth, they might seem wrong or bad or whatever, or stuff to be ashamed of, you know. Because some of the things, bro, I feel like you ain't even have to. That's why right now, some people would even consider me like, bro, you sick, because I feel like I'm open-minded to a point where, like, not even a wrong thing, I'm trying to like to make sense to me. Like, okay,
sure, why is it wrong?
It's wrong, and if for me, like you said, if looking at it doesn't feel wrong,
it is what it is. It's you.
And like, why do people say like it's wrong, but then it's like, you know what I mean? Same as like, for an example, people like, okay, now water, they say it's good for your health. Is it scientifically proven, or